Hey guys, this is Dylan from Booster Bros TCG, and I got another deck tech for you. Today's going to be Jeskai Eldrazi aggro. I played this deck tonight FNM, and I top forward. There was 24 people at tonight's event. Um, and, the deck performed rather well. I went 3-1 going into the top 8. I lost to a version of Bant Company. That deck's really, really good. I kind of underestimated it when I saw it on like top 8 deck lists and stuff, but when I played it, the deck was just it was really, really good. Then I played it again in the top 8. They managed to beat it. I just drew a bunch of removal. Game 3 wasn't much of a game. He just had some like sappy counter spells in his hand. He didn't really draw any action. But yeah, the deck's really, really good. But let's kick off with the deck list here. We got 25 lands in the deck. I'm gonna start off with utilities. 2 Mirror Pool. This card's just fantastic. Taps for colorless mana, which is something really, really important in this deck with all the creatures we have that require it. And a lot of people underestimate this card. This deck runs only 3 spells, so its ability to like copy a spell isn't that never came up today. But making a copy of a token, this thing has won me games. It makes copy of Reflector Mage, bounces their thing so I can swing her for lethal, or makes a copy of Reality Smasher so I can swing for lethal, makes a copy of Thought Knot so I can take the good cards out of their hand all at instant speed. This card's just ridiculous. Then we have 2 Seagate Wreckage. The only thing that says draw a card in the deck actually. This card's also crazy. Just when you get to top decking mode, you're drawing 1 to 2 extra cards than over your opponent every turn. Don't have mana to do, make a man land, attack, draw a card or 2. It's great value. Then we got 2 Needle Spire. It's a manland by colors. I don't actually run the red-blue one, Wandering Funeral. I feel like it's not quite an aggressive enough card, although this thing is, I don't know, it just dies a bit easier because this thing just has double strike and it just makes it a bit harder to kill. Now on to just normal lands. We got 1 Mystic Monastery. This will be an Evolving Wilds after rotation. This is actually the only card in this deck that rotates. Really, really excited about that. This deck is just rotation proof coming up. It's really, really great. Then we have 4 Battlefield Forge. This taps for 2 colors and gets 6 colors mana. Just what we need in the deck. And same thing with Shivan Reef. Same exact thing. I need colorless mana. I need colored mana. It's great, great land. Then we got 3 Prairie Streams. These were just islands and plains, but I found that sometimes I would have trouble getting either mana, so I needed to stick in some extra dual lands in the deck, and these are just perfect. Now for basics, I got 4 Mountains. This deck is actually predominantly red, but like with both Arcane lands tapping for red and the Needle Spire tapping for red, I don't need a lot of basic sources for it. 2 Islands. This deck does definitely have some blue, but also with Shivan Reef tapping for blue and whatnot, we don't need a whole lot. And then 1 Plains, least color in our least played color in our deck. Still need the player spells though, but we can definitely go without Plains and win a game. Now onto the non-creature spells. There is not a lot. We got 3 Roast here, the only instant or sorcery in the deck. It's a great card though. It's gonna be sad when this thing rotates, but fortunately that won't be for a while. So there's that. And then 2 Silk Wrap. This card's amazing. I saw I was playing multiple decks tonight that also played Matter Reshapers, and this just stops that. It's an amazing card. Now onto the creatures. There's 30 creatures in this deck. Kick it off with 4 Matter Reshaper. This card's crazy. I had a game where my opponent, sadly, I was playing against the Bant Company deck. He played Matter Reshaper, and I killed it. He got a Matter Reshaper off it. I killed it, and he got another Sylvan Advocate. That was his 4th one of the game off that Matter Reshaper. This card's just ridiculous and always is a 2-for-1, if not better. Then I have 4 Vile Aggregates. This card is actually way, way better than I thought it would be. Trample is great, but 3 mana with 5 toughness, like, only Roast and, like, Murderous Cut can kill this thing, and, like, no one really wants to use a Ruinous Path, but they could have to, because 5 toughness is a lot. Safely blocks the ridiculous amount of 4/5s in the format. And it just grows real big real fast. I love the card. Um, for Reflector Mage, this card is overperformed way over my expectations. I really did not expect this card to be so amazing. This card just got me out of like moments in the game were critical, and I just made copy Reflect Mage with Mirror Pool, or just played one and got out of that staffy situation, or just get Screech out of the way to win the game. It's actually how I won in the top 8 today. That was good times. And then 4 Eldrazi Obligator. There are definitely a lot of 4-ofs in this deck, by the way. This card is nuts. With a cast trigger to take their thing, it's take their opponent's Ojutai after it's attacked. It'll take their Dragonlord Silumgar, so I get my thing back permanently again. It's the cast trigger, so it's uncounterable, and this card's just crazy. This thing wins me games, just gets me so close. Opponent can't get out of it. Forethought Not Seer. I don't know what to say. This card's just a powerhouse on its own. It's just a Vendelian Click, huge body. They have to deal with it before they get to draw that card. Ugh, it's gross. 2 Peen Kieran Noir. This card's just impossible to 1-for-1. Gets out 3 bodies, 4 power, 4 toughness. Can do even more power with the Sack Artifact, and the 2 Thopter it makes increases my Val Aggregate's power by 2, which is really nice. It's a great card. Then I have 4 Reality Smashers. There's a decent number of 5-drops in this deck. Not too many though, only 8. So 4 Reality Smasher. This card's crazy. You just you can curve like any 4-drop into this, and like you're already way ahead. It's so hard to kill. You gotta discard a card, and it's also always a 2-for-1. Ruins all the 4/5s in the format. Amazing card. And the last creature on this list, I really do love this card, and it definitely showed why it's a mythic. Dragonlord Ojutai here. This card may be controversial, just has a 4-of, just because it's legendary, and like people could like, I don't know, it doesn't get killed that often because it's hexproof, but it surely is a target for removal. This thing's great. It finishes games real fast, and it's the only other way to draw cards in this deck other than Seagate Wreckage. So I want to have a consistency at that, especially with like no good draw spells in my colors other than like there's just nothing like other than like Treasure Cruise, or Dig Through Time. But my graveyard is so slow to fill up because of all my creatures. So it's just like I need something else. So Dragonlord Ojutai. I don't have a sideboard for this deck yet, and I'll be sure to get on that. And I hope you guys enjoy the deck tech. I really had fun with this deck tonight. It's really great. Hope you guys have a good day. Please remember to like and subscribe. See ya.